Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. This is part 6 of Kageyama's Abusive Dad. This part also goes with part 7, which is the finale and coming out tomorrow, so set your reminder. As always, there's a trigger warning and this time it's for suicide attempt, so if you're not comfortable with that I advise you not to watch. Anyways, I'll shut up now and enjoy. Kageyama fell to the ground with a heavy thud. He finally fucked up to the point there was no light in sight. The hole's top had been completely shut and now blocked out the sun that once gave him light. The only thing Kageyama could think of was this specific thought. Remember when I said I wasn't much of a crybaby? Well, I guess some words can cut pretty deep enough to snap the last strand that was holding me together in half. About 1.5 weeks had passed since the incident. Kageyama still felt lost, like his only source of light was slowly slipping from his view, and sooner or later he'd be covered in complete darkness. A darkness that would allow the real monsters to creep into his house. The setter walked up the concrete path he'd passed many times before. But today was different. Even though his head was clogged with broken promises, he still decided to go through with his plan. Kageyama took a sharp deep breath before gripping the gym's door handle and sliding it open. The faces that looked back at him made his stomach turn and twist. Kageyama. Daichi's voice trembled as he began to tear up. The rest of the team gawked at the mess that stood in front of them. Oh my god, you're finally here. Hinata's voice shook as he ran to the dark-haired male, wrapping his arms around him and squeezing tightly. What are you doing? I haven't seen you since you ran away that night. No one has, do you not realize that? Hinata not no. I'm not trying to be rude, I'm just saying. Your dad showed up one night asking for you, said you were missing. You stopped talking to us and now you're here. Why? Do I really need a reason? You know what, I should have never came, I'm just going to go. The blue-eyed boy turned briskly as his heart began to sting with regret. Kageyama, wait. The blonde grabbed onto the setter's arm while speaking again. If you know what's good for yourself and the team, then you should stay. Tsukishima bent down slightly to whisper into the other male's ear. Hinata hasn't stopped talking about you. So just stay. The blonde then sauntered away, leaving Kageyama glaring at the door with his back to the others. Fine. He said, turning around with an ominous look. I'll stay. Are you sure? Yes. You should probably stretch and join in when you're done. The dark-haired boy walked to an abandoned corner of the gym and set his stuff down, sighing slightly as he sat upon the ground. As for the rest of the team, they continued on with practice. But the air felt stiffer now, and everyone could feel the tension building as the minutes passed. Kageyama looks tired, tell me you guys see it too. Yeah, I see it. Maybe he shouldn't stay. He said it was fine, so what's the harm? The two males gave each other apprehensive looks and knew the storm was about to hit. What are you guys talking about? Kageyama questioned as he walked upon the group huddled together and whispering. Oh. Kageyama, you done stretching? Yeah. Then let's all go back. Break's over, let's resume what we were doing. Daichi called out to the rest of the team and one by one they all came back to the court. Oh, and Kageyama, we were just doing individual practice, so feel free to practice some moves or team up with someone. Daichi spoke while walking to the side of the court and grabbing the ball cart. Okay. Are you going to take your hoodie off? A voice asked as the setter turned his head to see who was talking to him. And as he peered, he saw the soft pair of eyes focused on him. OUHH. Shoot, I forgot I was even wearing this, what do I say? I'm actually pretty cold today, so. Ah, gotcha. Asahi spoke then swiftly treaded away. Hey Kageyama. Wanna set for me? UHH, sure. What's wrong? What? You usually never want to set for me, you're acting really weird. I'm not acting like anything, now would you just give me the ball? In a second, answer me first. I don't have shit to say, can we please just practice? Everything okay over here? Sugura questioned as he walked up to the scene. Yes. No. What do you mean no? Kageyama's acting weird, so I asked him about it and he got all defensive. I wasn't being defensive. Yes you were. Guys, stop fighting. We don't need this right now. How about you both go outside and clear your heads, then come back. I said I was fine. The dark-haired male said with a demanding tone that off-put the others. Hey, you do seem off, maybe you should listen to Hinata. I'm not going to listen to him or any of you. I came here to practice and that's what I'm going to do, so if you could please all shut the fuck up about this stupid shit about me acting weird and just let me do my job. I have to know I haven't lost hope in volleyball. Lost hope? Ignore what I said. I'm not going to ignore something like that. Hinata, please just fucking listen to me for once. Kageyama cried out with tears in his eyes. How about you guys go outside and talk? Good idea. The ginger said while grabbing a hold of the taller male's arm and dragging him out of the gym. But as his grip tightened, Kageyama could feel his cuts starting to burn. Hinata didn't take notice of this and kept walking until they were far enough away from the gym. What is going on with you? Shoyo questioned while letting go of the other male's arm. Kageyama couldn't hold it anymore, he felt more vulnerable around Shoyo, thus allowing the droplets to pour out. Everything has gotten really bad and I can't take it anymore. I've lost hope on everything I love and I don't know what to do now. Oh my. I didn't know, sorry. I told you already I didn't want you getting involved again because it would end badly, but here you are, fixing my stupid fucking problems again. And I'm okay with that. Why? How am I worth helping? Because you're my teammate and friend, Kageyama, I've said this all before. How many times do I have to repeat it? The taller male glanced towards the ground in a loss of words. We all know you're struggling, we all know there's something going on here that you're keeping from us. So listen to me. Just tell me, or at least attempt to talk to the others as well. I can promise that every guy in there is willing to help you any way they can. I don't need you to be there for me. I need you of all people to understand. I don't want to talk. I don't want to think anymore, can't you understand that? I'm trying. Trying my ass. What's so wrong about me not wanting to talk? A lot actually. I should have never came today. The setter said while shaking his head and beginning to walk away. Kageyama, wait. I'm leaving Hinata, for real this time. Hinata stared worried-ridden as he watched the dark mess walk away and eventually out of view. Kageyama stormed away and headed towards the school's front gate. That was so stupid, why did I go? Now they are all going to try to get involved. The blue-eyed boy's body filled with dread and worry as the sight of his house came into view. Mom's car isn't here, which means she's working late. I really messed up. I don't need you to be there for me. I don't want to think anymore. I'm leaving Hinata, for real this time. Something isn't right about this. What? It all feels weird. That's because of what just happened. We should all get home and try to relax. We can fix this tomorrow. No, I'm not talking about what happened, I'm talking about what he said. What did he say? He mentioned not wanting to think anymore. He's tired. Hinata, would you just drop this? No, that's not everything. What else was it? Right before he left he said he's leaving for real this time. Shit. Guys, I think this is more serious than what we originally thought. No shit, Sherlock. Okay, well, I thought I was reading into it too much, but if you guys are thinking what I'm thinking, then we need to go. Hinata. That night you talked to him. I know he said not to tell anyone, but I think we could all understand better if you told us what he told you. Yeah, if he's really thinking about suicide or self-harm, then this is serious enough to tell us. Kageyama stumbled up the porch, his heart was beating so fast that his breath couldn't keep up. I need to go before I cause any more problems. Kageyama then reached for the handle, turning it softly and pushing it open with his hip. And little to no surprise, his dad was at the door ready. Dad. Where have you been? Nowhere. I'm gonna go to my room. Not so fast, tell me. The setter kept his stare to the ground as he spoke. I went to practice. Practice? Why yeah. So you think you can do whatever you want now? And no. Go to your room. As Kageyama was walking towards the staircase, he heard a slight muffled sound, but it was clear to him what it was. You still there? The blue-eyed boy froze in his place and turned around slowly. What the hell? I have to go, I'll call you later. He said, hanging up the phone. You didn't hear shit. Do you even love her? Your mum? Of course mum, who the fuck else would it be? Yes. Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. Oh shut up, you don't get to involve yourself in our business. I don't have to get involved, I'll just tell her what you've done and let you figure that out. Want to say that again? Have you been drinking? So what if I have? I'm leaving. Where are you going to go? I don't know, I just need to leave. Tobio, I'm not going to let you go. And why not? Like you care anyways. I don't know about that. I don't mean to force anything upon you, I just thought it would clear things if we knew the whole story. Yeah, you're right, I guess. I don't know how to say this exactly, so I'll just say it. That night I talked to him, he told me. His dad, is abusive. Abusive? Yeah. How so? I think mentally and physically. And there's proof? Are you seriously asking about proof? Isn't the way he's acting proof enough? Guys, I'm scared. The ginger spoke concerned while tears glossed over his eyes. Hey Shoyo, just try to breathe right now. Noya said, trying to calm the voices in the other's head. I think we should drop all our worries and find him. With what he said, he needs us, all of us. You're right. Okay, I'll text UK and tell him what's happening. For now let's split up and search. As bad as it sounds, there's plenty of places he could have gone if he meant what he said to Hinata. The team exchanged looks before splitting up and beginning to search. Kageyama gripped the door's knob, opening the door, then walking swiftly out. Get your ass back in here. His dad shouted while grabbing tightly around his wrist. I'm not coming back unless you get rid of her. Ever since I found out about her, it's caused nothing but trouble. The way you just changed with no warning. You even started fucking drinking again. Don't change the subject. I don't give a fuck, just get your ass inside right now. No. Tobio, now or else. Mr. Kageyama stumbled forward as the setter ripped his arm away. Do you even care about mum? Shut up. Everything she's done for this family, and you're just going to throw it all away for some internet whore? I said shut the fuck up. His dad's fist rammed into his left temple, causing the boy to yell out in pain. Get off me. Shut up. The next punch landed in his stomach, taking the air from his lungs. Every new punch drew not blood, but a reminder of all the things spoken that night. As much as he hated to think of it, the monsters finally reached him. And were swallowing up everything that had acted normal in his life. All doors now stood wide open, even the ones he'd closed years ago. Not even the stars could take away this pain. Hinata, are you sure you know where we're going? Yes, his house is right down this hill and past the store. Nishinoya and Sugawara teamed up with the redhead as the search to find Kageyama began. I want to get there before anyone else, I can't lose him. Hinata dropped to the ground out of breath, and tears streaming wildly down his cheeks. Hinata, are you okay? Yeah, we need to keep going. But look at yourself, you're a mess, just take a break. I can't. The ginger bursted out. If we do, we risk losing him forever. Let's just go. Sugawara and Noya exchanged glances before nodding at the first year and continuing on. Kageyama arose off the ground in a weakened state, his body ached and screamed for relief. One to take away this physical pain brought upon him away forever. With ever shaky step taken, the pain shot jaggedly through his body. There was one place the blue-eyed boy became fond of from passing it many times in the past. He decided to go there and alleviate the pain that took over his thinking. As Kageyama closed in on an area, he could feel his body become lighter, as if the anxiety was flaking off and vanishing off of him. He now stood across from the town's bridge staring at the railing meant to keep people away. His face dripped of crimson and his heart began to melt. The setter stumbled over to the chipped red-painted railing, taking a hold of it and using the little strength he had left to pull himself over the railing. Kageyama gleamed down at the river now right below his feet. The thunder rumbled in the distance, as if the storm was indicating the sorrow about to hit. Glassy droplets began sticking to the metal bars, magnifying the flakes of weathered red paint. The dark-haired male tightened his grip around the railing. A simple count to 3 and this'll all be over. No more nightmares, no more crying, no more beatings, no more cuts, no more worry given to the others. No more me. 3. Come on, let's not waste time, we have to go. Hinata, if he wasn't at his house, that means he could be in trouble. Shit. Hinata paused in his place to think, a place he could have gone since checking his house came with no good news. Where would he go? Well, there's a bridge not too far from here, we could check that. You're right, let's go. The trio began towards the dreaded area in hopes to find the missing boy. Time slows down, just enough for him to take in these last 3 seconds. I feel my toes inch closer to the edge. The whipping wind hits my body and a chill travels down my spine, all fears and doubts are long gone. I look down to see the waves underneath me crash through the rocks as it tears down the stream, not caring what it hits or swallows up. 2. Hinata, slow down a bit, I can't breathe. Sugawara exclaimed while stopping to catch a breath with Noya. I'm going to keep going, I don't want to waste any time. Catch up when you can. Shoyo, wait. The redhead didn't listen to the call, he just kept going. He wanted to believe, or at least have some hope, he wouldn't see Kageyama on that bridge, but in this situation he couldn't think of an outcome, just how to prevent it. I loosen the grip of my hand on the railing that once held me still. The wind dances around me, I begin to wobble but regain my balance. Now looking up at the city ahead. It looked so peaceful and calm. This world was never meant for a disappointment such as myself. It'll remain calm without me. The storms that wreak hell over this earth will clear up once I'm out of the way. 1. Finally I stand up straight. I feel like I'm flying. No. Like I'm soaring. Once I reach the bottom I'll be back to normal. This is my final breath. I tell myself while breathing in. The air filling up my lungs just one last time. Do it, get it over with, hurry up would ya. Fuck you, Dad. I'll let gravity do the rest. 3. Come on Kageyama, please be there and please let me make it in time. 2. 1. My body moves forward. From this point on, gravity is my only friend. This is a goodbye, from Kageyama Tobio.